Many things. The first one is the concept of growth itself. I think that we Occidentals tend to look at the world as if our way of looking at things were the only ones existing. And I think the problem we have in Occident is that we resist change. Why do we resist change? Because we are wealthy, we live well, and we assume that because we are wealthy and we live well and we are big and we have a past, we have the right to rule the world. We are arrogant, getting old, and if we keep this mentality, we deserve to die. I live in France, I'm Italian, and I work in many different countries, from Russia to Africa to Middle East. So if I have to talk about France, I am very worried because I think the problem now is that, for electoral reasons in particular, but our governments, whether they are right or left, actually doesn't matter so much, tend to just think to being elected. So they forget values and they forget common sense. If we look at Middle East and if we look at the Arab Spring, I don't know what will happen there. And I think honestly nobody does. But what is interesting to see is that values are present in the discussion much more than what we see in Occident. We are very cynical in Europe, and this is not really good. I do believe that women accept change and embrace change much better than men, because they accept the risk and they have a tendency to be more open and probably also put sense of ethics more in the middle of things. So all that is a mixture that allows women to cope with change better. There is something we say at Google very often, which is that it's not because we are big today and wealthy that we deserve to be big today and wealthy tomorrow, whatever. We have to accept to put ourselves into consideration every day. And the only way to survive is to provide value to the users and values to the customers you have. And we need to accept that and accept the change it implies. I do believe that France has embraced the internet quite well. The internet is now very significant in providing jobs to SMEs and helping them to export. You know, for Google, it's not a secret that a very big part of our turnover is helping SMBs to export. So export is important, helping SMEs, allowing people to understand what technology can do for them. So education is important, and I think we don't do enough on education on that. And also accepting to be part of the world, focusing on your qualities. No? When I was 18, my father would have loved me to become an engineer. But I'm not so good at mathematics. So I say, look, what shall I do? Shall I push myself to go to do something I'm not good at? Or shall I accept what I am and try to be good at what I can be? Well, it's a bit of this mentality I think we should have in the country, trying to become a bit more better at what we are.